Before I lay me down, let's get this off my chest first. Excerpt of my life, I call it my next verse. I'm stressed, keep it in perspective, I'm an expert about this Northwest way of life, hey, it could end worse.
Welcome in, everybody. If anybody's in the chat, can we get a microphone check really quick? Before we get going, I'm not going to do I would like to do the intro if you guys can hear me. So, yeah. All right, I'm just joking. I'm not going to wait. Welcome in, everyone. This is an episode of UpLeft State of Mind, the podcast where it's okay to not be okay. This is a show that unpacks the pressure, the pain, and the process from mental health struggles to finding your identity, the healing process, and even ways that we can grow as individuals. There's no filters, there's no fluff. It's just raw conversations with people who are learning to hold everything or to let it all go. I'm your host, Rizzle, and whether you're tuned in from somewhere inside the beautiful, majestic Pacific Northwest or anywhere else, this is your safe space. It's a place to breathe and to remember it's okay to not be okay. Before I bring our guest on, I'm just going to do a quick self-check. I encourage everyone to check in with themselves once in a while and just, even if you don't really know what to do with the emotions or how you're feeling, just recognizing how you're feeling usually does enough in the moment that you can move on and kind of process how you're feeling and what's going on. I know I feel a lot better if I'm stressed out, if I just try to pinpoint the actual thing that's making me stressed, and it at least gets it, out on the table so I can move forward. I'm kind of feeling stressed out about work lately. I just got back from vacation, and so I'm super busy. And but in a supervisor position, that's kind of what you would expect. And so I just try to stay organized and just keep people happy and keep people moving forward. And so that's what I got going on at work. Other than that, everything's really happy. Everything's good. I'm happy about the podcast. I'm happy about music. Just got thrown on as a host for the Dizzy Wright show in Albany in October. That's really cool because I opened for him in Salem in 2012. So that's kind of a full circle moment for me. I'm pretty proud about that. And, everything's good. Vegas was awesome. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So let's introduce the guest today. My guest, she gets paid to put hands on people professionally. Of course, she's a massage therapist, muscle whisperer, probably the reason half her clients walk out there feeling like they won the lottery. We're going to dig into her craft and her hustle and maybe even find out which muscles stress people out the most. I would like to welcome Josie Combs, LMT. Hi. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. So first off, before we get into some questions, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do and how long you've been doing it?
I am a massage therapist, obviously. I began the journey in 2021, and I opened my own practice in early 23, and it's been absolutely life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
School was, I don't know, it taught me what boundaries were probably, and so much more than just about the body.
Yeah.
And mind and
Yeah.
cells and everything else, right? You meet amazing people, different people from different countries, and it just opened my world. Absolutely.
Cool. That's awesome. So what made you want to get into body work and helping people? I mean, that kind of takes a special kind of person to,
So there was like the COVID hit that I think a lot of people felt, right? But I like to go back to like first and second grade, way back when I lived in Reno, and I would massage my aunts and my grandparents around the kitchen table, and I would find all the little knots, as we call them, and they would give me like quarters to pay them and massage them. And my aunt specifically would be like, "Oh, you're gonna be an LMT for the Blazers."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And sports are cool, but
yeah, right.
So that always, I say, I took the scenic route, but I just landed where I was meant to be.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really special when you can feel like you were meant to do what you're doing. Like a lot of people don't get that like at all in their life. And so it's cool to meet somebody. I feel like, I mean, I love landscaping and stuff. And so, but like, and I feel like it's a passion of mine, and it's not, I could necessarily like, maybe I was made to like mow lawns and stuff, but like, I'm passionate about it. But this podcast, I feel like I have landed where like I need to be, as far as like what my purpose is helping people. And so like I just needed to find out how, and so that's cool.
Fulfillment.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yep,
self-care.
yep.
Like it goes full circle.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's fascinating to me, the correlation between the mind and the body. I know that during and like after I get a massage, I feel like the stress like just melts away. There's real science behind that? Can you explain a little bit like about what goes on behind the scenes that affects people mentally while they're getting a massage? I know it's
so much,
there's
and to try to,
so much, but
to hone it in,
just like basic, like what
so here's how I like, so you get hormone releases. Massage affects your hormones. Massage is the only medical modality that affects all 7 systems of the body at once. So you have like cardiovascular, your skin, your nervous system, all of the things, lymph system. And you get, the thing that makes you feel good is the hormones. And how I remember it, like the main ones is an acronym DOSE: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. And those, I mean, a lot of people are familiar with those.
Right. I was gonna say, I think I've heard of most or all of those.
We're getting more and more knowledgeable about the inner workings of our bodies, and it's becoming more and more common knowledge, thank God.
Yeah.
Because it's important. But so dopamine is your reward chemical. These are all increased during massage.
Okay.
As well as cortisol, which is the stress hormone, is decreased during massage. So you need all of these hormones, and you need the cortisol as well. Like you can't just not have the stress hormone, because stress is part of life. You need to, your vagus nerve needs to work to, be scared of the bear. You want to run away from the freaking bear.
Right.
But we as humans think that there's a bear all the time, right? And anybody that struggles with mental health understands
that's the panic disorder thing.
Yes, literally. So the serotonin, if that's out of whack, that's one of, so depression, anxiety, and mood and panic disorders are associated specifically with the serotonin.
And that's the thing, I take an SSRI, and that's what keeps me, some people can do it without it, and some people, and I've tried to do it without it, and I've tried different things, and it just, 8 or 9 medications later and no medications later, I ended up back on the same one that had worked for me years ago. And so it's weird, but yeah, same thing, that serotonin thing. And so I know about that one for sure.
I should make these again. I made these shirts once upon a time, COVID times again, and it's was the serotonin molecule, and it says if you can't fake it, or if you can't make it, fake it.
Yeah.
A little help,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
That's it. That's a whole other story. Maybe we should say for another time. Because, SSRIs, and what are we really targeting? Fun fact: 90% of your serotonin is created in your gut. Only 10% is created in your brain, right?
And that's that nervous feeling you get in your stomach, or when I'm looking at down the 14 flights, the window from Vegas to my room, and I get that tingling in my lower back, and it's just like yep, yeah.
That's your vagus nerve. That is your fight, flight, freeze, fawn.
So that is what is also affected by like box breathing? ?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And same with like the cold water. Humming, singing.
What's that? The parasympathetic?
Parasympathetic nervous system is what we want to try to engage.
Okay.
So we have fight, flight, freeze, fawn, which is one side, and then rest and digest, which is the other side, which we so don't do, especially in 2025 as American humans.
Yeah.
So when I am working in a treatment and working on the back of the skull and the neck and the shoulders, all of these muscles,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm thinking about is not only the muscle release, but the intention is the vagus nerve and releasing that and letting it like kind of breathe and flow again. Have you ever during a treatment started having your tummy grumble?
Yes.
That is your parasympathetic nervous system coming online.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I think, yeah. And so I think I read something or I heard something that it was because I was like, is that normal to get like, because I didn't want to fart or something, during the massage or whatever.
Dude,
But
people have
I
farted.
never had, and I never have. So like, it's fine. But like, yeah, I'm like, man, did I have gas before I came in here? But okay. So that makes sense.
It's so cool.
That's interesting.
Um, I wanted to say something else about these chemicals. So dopamine, if you have it out of whack and you don't take care of it, all of these we know are linked with like depression
Mhm.
and mental health and stuff, but you have a higher risk of Parkinson's disease.
Okay.
The dopamine
Okay.
imbalance, and that's one is also specific to addiction. I think massage is so important for addiction.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about like addicts and like their dopamine like
My opinion of an addict is people are just dopamine addicts, and
Mhm.
then they find what works for them. Is it
Mhm.
alcohol? Is it heroin? Is it gambling? Is it McDonald's?
Right. Video game, Call of Duty for me, like
Working out
I
at the gym.
right,
Find the
right.
dopamine that is the
Mhm.
good dopamine,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It's called the reward chemical. You kind of want to work for it. Massage is, I guess, a little bit of a cheat. How hard are you working for it? But it's still a
I mean, it hurts. It hurts.
I'm like, I beat grown men up for a
Man,
living.
I try to keep a poker face too, but like sometimes.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, why we kind of, I guess, maybe started to talk about that with the gym a little bit. Why is it important for people to take care of themselves physically, in order to stay like mentally fit?
If you don't use it, you lose it. Really.
Right.
Stagnation is death of the body and of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, they used to cast a broken bone, and they barely do that anymore. It's like a soft cast. They used to say like the acronym RICE: rest, ice, compression, elevation.
Right.
Right.
I was trying
And
to
now
think. I
it's
know
like
that.
MEAT, which is movement, elevation, analgesics, which is like topical
Right.
rest, and I can't remember T.
But everything's geared more towards movement being active, and yeah. Okay. Right.
But then that's that hard discernment, especially for uh, strong-willed people, that the difference between pain and injury.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of pain is fine, right? But we don't want to cause injury. We don't want to,
Right.
be crushing on a nerve like we talk about in massage.
Mhm.
Let's work through this. If you can't breathe through it, if you're not oxygenating those cells, it's pointless.
Okay. Yeah. I've felt that the roller coaster of being able with my shoulder and this whole thing we've been dealing with for like 2 years, but and like so I can go to the gym and then I can't, and then now it's just like I cannot at all go to the gym and I miss it, and I feel that lack of that dopamine or whatever. I mean, I would get it from the gym, and it's just I wish that I could. Somebody in the chat said it's hard to hear, Josie. Turn you up a little bit. There we go. Let me see this real quick.
Is it just not on?
Mm-hmm.
See,
okay.
I told you.
There we go.
Okay, well that helps a lot, probably.
Yeah, probably a whole lot. Cool. I'm
Has
glad we did.
Been heard that I said?
I'm glad it's being heard, but it's probably this far. I'm glad that we're. See, that's why I asked the chat. I appreciate you, Corin. What's up, Drew? I appreciate you in the chat for telling me. So, yeah, no, it was fine. You're just quiet. So, I mean, apparently they can hear you. Um, so let's go to the next question. Do you, we talked about this a little bit before. Do you notice a change in a person's emotional state? Like during, after, before, during, after a session?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and even in myself, I have received sessions where I mean, I have no other words for it besides like high. It's
Mm-hmm.
like massage high, and you
Mm-hmm.
are just like, I have literally seen colors after massages where,
Yeah.
especially where you do that behind head vagus
Uh-huh.
nerve release work, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah. You get out to the car and I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa, like it's bright out here. Like,
I try to tell you guys, especially when I see like the really glazed over, and it's like, take your time, drink water, make sure your wits are about. I mean, I think they say that probably a lot. Make sure your wits are about you.
mm-hmm. Drink water. Drink water. You
Drink
say a lot.
water. Drink water. Stretch.
Yeah.
Drink water. Stretch.
Much better. Good. Okay. We can hear you now. Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's important for people to I mean, if they don't want to go to therapy and talk to someone or something, seek out help that way, and you're feeling down, give massage a try, because I mean, you hear it from the source, like it does things chemically. And so like give massage a try, maybe you'll feel better afterwards, maybe it'll be a temporary thing, but who knows, it might be life changing and you'll go back every 2 weeks and it'll be the greatest. So I don't know. I really just try to advocate for people to do some form of just self-help, and if that's booking a massage or booking a therapy session or going for a walk or anything like that, I just, please, people, just do it, because there's too many people out there that have emotions and they don't know what to do with them, and it's sometimes the thing that you don't expect or the thing that doesn't make the most sense that in the long run will be the most helpful to you. So yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick.
I want to like piggyback that and
Okay.
say that so the whole vagus nerve thing and stimulating that, and it makes you feel better, and trying to get, that rest and digest, activate the parasympathetic nervous system. There's ways that people can do that on their own, like a cold shower, or just if that's too much for you, put your head in cold water. The act of humming, just simply humming, helps activate that, engage that.
I've heard that too.
Rub back here behind your ears is a good one. Singing, if you can sing, even like rage singing.
So I've heard of a bunch of these, because having panic disorder, I live a lot of my life in the flight state, and so I have looked into ways of, I don't, would it be stimulating the vagus nerve or whatever? And so, and I've looked into, I've researched ways to do that, and yeah, humming. And it's funny because you wouldn't like picture a landscaper out there with like a backpack blower on, like blowing leaves, and he's humming to himself because he's just trying to hold it all together and not fucking freak out. But
whatever works.
Yeah, humming, breathing is probably my biggest go-to, because it's
you
so
4-4-4. Yeah.
It's so easy, and it's just like even just deep, like just not even 4-4-4-4, but that's what I do. That's my go-to. But even just deep breaths, just do some deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever you want to do. But
it's that diaphragm all the way down, open up the ribs.
Yeah. And cold showers, I start my day. I've mentioned that on the podcast before, but I like to start my day when I feel like mentally I need it. I'll start my day with a cold shower. At the end of my hot shower, I'll turn it cold for like a minute and just breathe through it, because it really fucking just makes you feel, I don't know, I feel so great afterwards. I feel like I could go tackle the day. I show up to work and I'm like smiling, and everybody's like, dude, shut up, it's still 6:45.
That's so you want cold in the morning and warm in the evening, before bed. God, I can't remember all details of it all.
Yeah. That's what I read too, is that warm before bed, because it
increases like chemicals that help you sleep, essentially.
And
And
it
then
like slows your heart rate down a little bit and whatever.
Oh, well, no. So what it
or does
is,
it-
here we
is it the
go.
opposite
When
that
you
it does
get
that?
cold, your body internally heats up. So you get heated up and ready for
Right.
the day. And when you get warm, your body internally cools down to cool you down. And when you cool down, you have to have an internal temperature of, I don't remember, but to reach circadian rhythm.
So that's why they say it's better to try to sleep when your room is like a little bit cooler.
Maybe. So, but see, the opposite, when you
Because
warm
then
up, your internal temperature cools down because it knows, like, oh, it's warm out here. We need to
So then-
internally make sure that we stay at
Yeah.
a comfortable temperature.
So you would think that, if you put the room cooler at night, and then it warms you up internally, maybe to keep you comfortable while you're sleeping, because you're not moving around. I think I heard that. I think I heard that you. I don't know what it has to do with if it has anything to do with your mental health, but I think I heard you sleep better if the room is a little bit cooler. But I
think I sleep better if the room is a little bit cooler. That's for sure.
I know that my wife doesn't.
She likes it toasty.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna check in with chat real quick. Carter Adams says, "Love you, Dad.
Aw,
love you,
what
son."
about Aunt JoJo? What the heck?
Kenny Johnson, what's up, guys? What's up, Kenny? Yeah, right, Ryan. You be humming out there. I do. Yeah, I do be humming and breathing.
There's a couple other things.
Kenny Johnson also says, "Good info to know." Yeah. So I mean, that's why we're here, man. We're here to help people learn and find the right tools that they can use to help out. Textbook Virgo says, "I'm late, but hey, y'all. Hi, Amy. Just doxed you. It's okay. Tell people your real name." Yeah. So that's good stuff to know. Anything else that you want to add? We were just talking about the vagus nerve and stuff. Do you have anything else on that real quick that you were talking about, or are we good on that?
Just about the lowering the cortisol with massage is super important.
Okay.
If your cortisol's out of whack, weight gain, digestion, sleep, bad cardiovascular health. If it's in balance, it works with your immune system and balancing inflammation and making your energy like be allotted properly.
Okay.
So it's just super important, no matter how you balance your hormones. Balance your hormones. Homeostasis is the whole point.
Okay. So if you feel like something's off, something might probably be off, and you should look into it and get it.
If you're an American, something's probably off.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. So we talked about people's emotional state a little bit. Do you notice that people like open up to you at all on the table, like during the sessions? Like, do they? I know that. So you're there to help them physically, but like, do they treat you like a therapist sometimes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to remain in my scope, right? I have to toe a fine line. There's a lot of rules with the Oregon Board of Massage Therapists and the federal board. But there's also some like caveats to those rules in small town living.
Right. Right.
Like, of course, we live in a town where everybody knows everybody, and
well, I mean,
you're technically not supposed to be friends with your clients, right?
I'm sure you're probably not. I'm sure that it's even tough, like on here, to like.
I could never talk about like anybody specifically,
right.
Or like I would obviously, regardless of confidentiality laws and HIPAA and all of that, I just am the person who keeps secrets anyways. Ask your wife.
You're like, don't worry, people.
Right.
Spill the tea.
But yeah, people spill the tea, definitely, and people feel safe. But I think that is part of the environment that I create and that I strive to create. And it's a compliment that I get in that, oh, see, that's the emotional thing I was talking about. It makes me emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's so important for people to their nervous system to feel safe, to feel
Mhm.
like a bear is not going to attack you, you know, and to feel like you can put it all out there. And I can't really offer, you know, up advice or anything, but I can totally be an ear, and I can, you know, try to just bring you back into your body and ground you and help you get through just another day.
Yeah. Um, that's super cool. And I get that feeling too, you know, like, I mean, I don't like small talk, but you know, we're always like, yeah, you
Right?
know, and
Yeah.
it's just the comfort thing, and like just the, you know, my mind's at ease and stuff. Like I totally get that. It's cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's kind of unconventional. Other massage therapists, if you may be watching, but client centered. I just do what my clients need.
Yeah. I've never had, it's you've always been super professional, and like it's, you know, I mean, we're always like cordial and, hey, how you know, but like the professional level, as far as like just doing what you're supposed to do, and um you know what I'm like,
Right?
it's like
Capricorn vibes,
I'm trying to
guys.
give you your flowers here a little bit, just
Yeah.
for doing a good job, being excellent at what you do. So
Thank you. Thank you. I think I have finally, after over 2 years in practice, like my own practice, like holy fucking shit, I'm really fucking good at what I do, and
yeah.
like I want to, how do I continue to help people, because eventually I'm not going to be able to do what I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like next goal is going and teaching where I taught, which sucks for you guys. I won't be able to practice as much, but I'll be able to make a whole bunch of little me's.
All right, that's cool. You're getting into my
Sorry.
no, you're just giving teasers. It's fine.
I told you I already forgot the questions.
Yeah. So do you have any do you have any self-care tips that people can use at home, for as far as like just stuff to help to maybe like complement a session that they would get from you or something?
Water, water, water. You're
Mhm.
not drinking enough water. I'm not drinking enough water, so it's not judgment. I look in the mirror. So something that helps the body, am big on magnesium baths or Epsom salt. That's all you need is like salt.
Okay.
Epsom salt baths. We already talked about like the vagus nerve humming stuff to like
Mhm.
if you're stressed out. I'm a big fan of the Theracane, or there's other names
That
for
like
it. It's
that
a big
pulley
hook.
thing.
Or
Okay.
they sell them at Big Five, I know, here locally in Mac. But it just helps you get into your muscles yourself. A lot of other massage therapists are really into I guess it's called a massage gun.
I was gonna ask about that. Yes, I was gonna ask your thoughts on massage guns, because the one I have in there, even on it has like 12 settings, and even on the lowest setting, I can't use it, because
Is it
as
overstimulating
soon
and like
as I touch my body, it shakes my eyeballs, and
I
I'm
hate
like, and
it.
yeah,
I hate it.
I can't do
If
it.
you like it, great. Don't do it too much. It's easy to go too deep, too much, too hard. Be cautious. Let your muscles melt into it. Don't
Okay.
like sometimes less is more,
Uh-huh.
right? Think about like melting spreading a dab of butter onto bread. You want to like gently get that. You don't want to
Right.
like tear
Okay.
up the bread.
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought of that analogy in my head.
That was
So those are fine, but yes, I find them very overstimulating, just like the water massage beds at Planet Fitness. I can't do those either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of a lot. Yeah, I've seen like even little things that you stick on the wall, and it's supposed to like get the knots out of like your shoulder blades and stuff.
I should have said foam rollers are number
okay.
one. Everybody should have a foam roller, and how you use it is you roll your freaking body all over it. There's so many YouTube videos. And a tennis ball.
I have
or a lacrosse ball is a little firmer.
Okay. Lacrosse ball. Okay. Good stuff. Good tips for people. Go get a foam roller and a lacrosse ball, and don't tell me what to what you
And
did
try
with
to
them.
support local if that's possible. I'm trying to think of somewhere people can buy those things from that would be local. I have never found anywhere to supply
Okay.
me.
Well, yeah, if you
Big
can't,
Five is the local list I can think. But
yeah, I think that's where we got our foam rollers was from Big Five. Andrew says, ironically, no talk is small talk if it makes a difference to someone. That's very true. Very true, Andrew. What does Josie feel about ASMR? I am curious.
if it chills you out, it chills you out. What works for one person doesn't work for another person.
Yeah.
Individuality is amazing and awesome.
I don't think I could. Is that like people chewing and shit like that?
It doesn't have to be people chewing. I think a lot of people associate it with like people going whatever, which
Yeah.
is a little bit maybe
I have
to each their own.
ugh,
But there's some I have seen some that are
like
satisfying and relaxing where they're like maybe cutting sand.
okay.
Have you seen those?
Or
That's
they like cut, they
ASMR.
like cut the soap or what are the bars of soap one way and then cut them the other way so that they all fall off. Like,
And is there sound to it?
Yeah, and it's like
yeah. I forget what it stands for,
okay.
but it's kind of like audible.
As long as it's not chewing, I think I could get into it if it was relaxing. Is that kind of like so? It would be like white noise too.
Yeah,
Because I have a white
yeah.
noise machine by my bed, but that's more for my fucking ears ringing.
Dude,
But,
Ethan and I were sitting in the living room yesterday. Oh, you have tinnitus.
yeah,
I
oh
knew
yeah,
that. I knew that.
big time.
And the TV was on in the background. We were talking, and some ad came on, and it was like one of the like apps for helping sleep and stuff, but it was like the different noises, how there's like green noise, whatever. And the
Yeah.
green noise was like going off, and Ethan and I were like struggling to like
Oh my
make a
God.
thought.
Really?
It was wild.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's like brown noise and white noise, green noise too. I think I've seen that's and that's like different frequency shit sometimes. That,
It's
like,
all frequency, man.
Yeah. That's crazy. Textbook Virgo says Josie is a vault with secrets.
What does that even mean? I miss you.
Kenny Johnson says massage wax candles is where it's at.
From the farmer's market? Kenny?
From the farmer's market? Is that like a
client was telling me about this awesome candle he got that was like really natural wax or whatever and really cool.
huh? Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, Kenny, let us know if that's what you're talking about. All right, let's get into the next question. Yeah, he says, yep. Okay, cool.
Nice plug. What's their company?
Yeah, dude, Kenny is legit, man. He is all about the community and helping people and just all that stuff, local stuff. And yeah, he's great. She says that you can keep secrets is what it means.
Oh, got you, girl.
So this is probably a little bit more on the personal side, but have you had any experiences with mental health yourself that have helped to shape you like into the person that you are today?
I definitely have my struggles. I was, first time I was put on SSRIs, I was in middle school, probably, struggle busing real hard. Again, like one of the first things I said, massage changed my life and my outlook on life. And it's not that life is not a struggle, but I can approach it differently now. I can look at life maybe more broadly and able to recenter. Understanding the human body and hormones mainly is huge in what healed me, weirdly. Not that I'm healed, but it helps me. It helps me a lot. Understanding what the fuck is wrong with me helps me be better with what the fuck is wrong with me.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it doesn't like we can all heal over and over again, and it's like you said, I'm not maybe healed all the way, but like I don't think any of us will ever be really healed from some of the things that we've gone through. And so
trauma
it's
is like energy and it lives in the body forever, but we can mold it, change it, move it, fuck with it.
Yep. And that's part of why I'm doing this podcast too, is to help people heal. I mean, continuously. I'm going to be doing this 2 times a week, and like I feel like maybe sometimes it'll be tough to. I don't know if it'll be tough to find things to talk about, just because. I mean, I feel like I'll be talking about the same things, but with new people, and with every person comes new perspectives and new outlooks and stuff. And I'm excited to just talk to people and stuff and heal people,
right?
And
like not just who's here, but out in the world.
Yeah. And so so you used what you ended up being good at to kind of
heal myself through healing others,
right?
Yep. Like there's this, I had to learn that it was okay to like fill my cup that way, because maybe I'm not the typical person. Like I want to help other people, and that just is what makes me feel better, and that's okay. I don't necessarily need to go on like a vacation or this or that to like fill my cup.
Yeah. And that's kind of goes back to like when I said like it kind of takes a special kind of person to be a nurturer, I guess you would. I mean, if that's kind of what you are, in a sense,
yes.
is just a healer, or whatever. Like, and it's so cool to meet people like that just like that's your thing. Like I don't think I couldn't do it, and it's not anything against other people. I don't know.
They
you know what
like
I mean?
Like a little tester. I think it's a week or 2 weeks, or they used to at least, for massage school, because a lot of people can't do it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, not locked in at least. They're like, oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. That kind of brings me to the next question. When you were talking about just like filling your cup, and so what are some of the challenges that you face, like being somebody who does take care of other people for a living? Is it tough to find like the mental strength to care for yourself at times? Like, I mean, you said that you use that to fill your cup, but like that, you can't, it has to be hard. It has to be hard sometimes to get that cup full from just that, especially
from just working and on the grind and making money for your family and being pretty much the only, yes, the only source of income for my family. Yes, it is a struggle. Life, it is very much so. And honestly, I think I was thinking about this question a lot. Like, what do I do to kind of take care of myself? Like, I'm bad at it. Honestly, I'm sorry, everybody. I know I preach it to you. If any of my clients are watching, I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at self-care. But I think that my biggest thing is my friends, my peoples,
Well, and having a good support group is super important, I think, in general. Just having people around you that are positive and that lift you up and are there for you, and it's cool to hear that's what you go to, because it's so important for people to lean on their people. And speaking of your people, Lindsay Dent says she was asked to do a massage as young as 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, that's crazy. With the I know, it's pretty awesome that like even back then she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's what you wanted to do. It's
wild how we can go into a whole other realm of like universe and how we all just are on the path that we're supposed to be on. No matter how we get there, the universe is going to get us there.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. I mean, in high school, I lived across from, I had a crush on my wife right now in high school. Like I lived right across the street from her, and she, we didn't know each other, whatever. It was just, she was the girl across the street.
She didn't know you, you knew her.
And yeah, dude. And I've had a crush on her, and now, we're married. So she's
like your wife.
Yeah. Life gets you there. You just, sometimes you got to take the long way.
Take a few hits. You have to grow. The hits make you grow into who you are. right?
Yeah.
Like without the shit, you would just be a shit probably.
Mhm.
If you don't have any trials or tribulations, then you're kind of probably not going to be my kind of people.
Yeah, like I mean, everyone I think has some regrets in life, but like at the end of the day, like how many people would actually go back and change things, you know? I mean there's
Like
always
one or
something,
two
there's
things
always
maybe,
something, but yeah, I appreciate a lot of the things that I've been through, whether it was a shitty thing or a great thing, or I mean it made me who I am today, you know, and it was part of
Mhm.
it's part of my journey, you know.
Yeah.
And
Going
and
back, you can't change shit because in the
yeah,
butterfly effect. We've all seen the movie.
yeah. I got a butterfly tattoo. Did Savannah tell you about the butterflies?
No.
So we got butterfly tattoos in Vegas, right? Matching ones, me and her. And then when we were driving home, we were like Northern California ish, going through forest, and there's just thousands of fucking butterflies like crossing the road. They're like hitting the window, and like it was crazy. And we didn't even put it together. And then I was like, "Babe, do you like our butterfly tattoos?" And then she's like, "Yeah." And then we both stopped and we're like, like, oh shit, like we put it together. Like
That makes me
later
want to
on.
cry too,
Yeah, dude,
dude.
it was,
That's so awesome.
yeah, it was cool. So yeah, don't give up hope, because you know, if you're feeling lost in life, like I have faith that you will be there. You'll be where you need to be eventually. We don't always all get to our destination like right away. I know it took me a long time to even figure out how to be an adult, probably 10 years longer than it should have, you know. And so
let me know what you figured it out, because
I mean,
like,
I think so, a little bit, you know, but no, I mean, it did. It took me a long time to get my shit together enough to where I felt proud calling myself like a dad and calling myself a functioning member of society. And
right, like I see where you're at,
you know,
yeah.
and so you just gotta, it's just tough. You just can't give up. You gotta keep going, you know. You gotta keep focusing on your path. And I don't know, I just think about, I had a friend kind of talk to me a little bit recently about when he went through some things, and then he's having some pretty tough times mentally. And it just like, I just want to encourage everyone to just talk to somebody if you need to, or seek out something, seek out an outlet. If you don't want to talk to anybody, find some way that you can express your emotions and stuff. It's just, man, it scares the shit out of me sometimes to hear the stuff that people say and the stuff that people talk about. And yeah, so anyways, besides massage, what are some of the other skills or things you're interested in learning about, to continue your knowledge? I know you talked about going to school to teach afterwards. Talk about that a little bit.
I will just teach massage, so I won't have to go to school for that. But I do want to open an all-encompassing practice. So, you know, I've talked to you about all the gut health stuff, and the herbalism stuff that kind of, I feel like, goes hand in hand with that.
Uh-huh.
So it would maybe more encompass the bodywork part of my business name, right?
Right.
But for teaching will be not, I don't know exactly how that's going to work yet.
Yeah.
I just know that it's going to work.
That's cool. That's exciting. Because I feel like you would be good at, I don't know, you would be fun to be like, have as a team, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like you would,
so,
yeah,
but also like get A's.
right, study mother. Is there any other like weird techniques or weird things, or like you mentioned one time, like people like learn how to like walk on people's backs and weird shit.
Ashiatsu. That's what I want to learn
Okay.
too. I want to learn everything. There's nothing I don't want to learn. There's not enough time in the day. I was just watching videos earlier, and there's a lot of times people will have bars on the ceiling that they can
Okay.
hold on to. But I saw this mechanism, and it's like a big TP tent thing, and then the bar on each side, and then the bar goes over the table, and he's he's over the client holding onto that bar and using his feet, and it looks phenomenal and amazing. And if anybody out there teaches ashiatsu in the area, I will come to you. I will pay. It is
That's
yes.
cool. That's yeah. See, that's it. That stuff's interesting to me. Like hot. Do you do hot stone stuff? And
Yes. So I'm actually just signed up for a gua sha class. Have I used it? That like little metal scraper thing?
I don't think so.
Or a lot of people. So it's gua sha or Graston technique is also called, or scraping even it's called. Um, I have a class on that in Portland in a couple Sundays that I will be learning that, and so you will have it.
Cool.
It might really help. We'll see. I don't know enough about it to like practice it. I've just kind of done it on myself with the little bit of knowledge that I know. I will be bringing more cupping in soon.
Ooh, that's cool. I've always been interested in that.
I think that might really help. We'll see. We'll see.
That's cool. Because what does that do? That like pinpoints like the spots, and then it just like what increase? It's supposed to like increase the blood.
It does increase the blood flow, but it like also I feel like it can pull the muscle and the fascia like further away from than I can do.
Okay.
Right. Those two things. Oh, techniques. There was another one. I lost it.
That's cool though.
I lost it.
That's interesting stuff. We got some more people talking in chat. Let's Andrew says, yes, this was a little bit ago. Yes, very much so, especially if you're an overgiver to others, it's hard to take that care in for yourself. Oh yeah, when we were talking about how do you balance the how do you balance
I
your
do want to go back and
yourself?
say I take a lot of baths, and that's my self-care probably. It's just
showers in general is that's like my sacred place. Like I'll go in the shower. Sometimes I take 2-3 showers a day. Like you can't bug me in there. I'm alone. Like it's something about the noise of the water too, and it's just like my zen, and like I just can decompress in there, and
whatever is your space. Right? Like it doesn't have to fit. Yeah, not all sizes fit all.
Yeah.
Right.
Textbook Virgo says, Ryan, you have grown so much, and we are all so proud of who you are. Oh, thank you. I've known her since kindergarten, so that she was like one of my first friend.
That's so adorable.
Yeah.
And then she was in your wedding.
Yep.
That's cute.
Yep. Your boy B gives the salute emoji. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, B? Corin says, through being vulnerable, I've found so many other people who struggle with mental health and have now become a support system for each other. That's huge too. Is if you know somebody who may be struggling, or somebody may be struggling, and you or somebody knows that you're struggling, use that, lean on that. If you guys can find, I mean, it's just like somebody battling with addiction or something, and they have a sponsor or whatever. I feel like that's kind of the same thing. Like if you need to find someone who, has your back mentally when you need it, you can, drop of a dime, they can, if someone's going to be there for you like that, I feel like that's such a great thing to have.
I fully and wholeheartedly believe being able to be vulnerable, however that has to happen, is so utterly important to your health and your livelihood and your longevity in every single way. If you're holding on to things, that is energy that is staying in your body, and that's stress, and that's fucking cancer, baby. That is like what that's
I coming home from Vegas, me and Savannah were talking about we were talking about like people we met online, and like people that I've met through gaming and stuff like that, and like how you make real connections with people that you've never even met before, and one of my buddies, a good friend of ours that, I'd played video games with him, played Call of Duty with him every day for like 4 years. He passed away like a year ago. And we were talking about it, and she's like, like I was talking about how she was talking to somebody, one of Ryan's friends, like he died, and like it's just sad because he couldn't go to his funeral, and like, but like these are real people, and like and I don't know if it was the way that we were talking about it. It was as if it was somebody else, and then I kind of realized, hey, this was my fucking best friend, you know. And I had to pull over, and I just fucking cried on the side of the road, and like I needed it. I felt so much better afterwards. I don't know, I guess I had been holding in a little bit of, you know, rest in peace Gifty. We love you, man. But like it was crazy because like it just hit me, and I was just like, man, hold on, damn it. And she's like, what, you got sweat in your eye? And then she's like, oh my God. And I was like, just fucking, you know, I had to pull over when the first chance I could. But
it's good that you can do that though.
oh,
As a man in front of your wife, like it's so important.
I am. I have no shame. But it feels good, you know. And if that's what you need to do, like if you have some stuff, let it out. Like
when you cry, you also get a release of endorphins and you know, these hormones.
Yeah,
it's really good for you. What does like Elle Woods say? Do you know Legally Blonde? It's a great quote. And people who work out get endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't kill their husbands.
Basically. Yeah. And you know, but I felt good after, like I felt better, like way better afterwards, you know.
It's yes, you got to release it.
Yeah. Lindsay Dent says, screw the New Heights podcast. This one needs to trend at #1. Super valuable and supportive for everyone. Thank you, Lindsay.
Aww, thank you,
awesome.
sister.
Kenny Johnson says, we love massaging with magnesium.
Yes, absolutely. Magnesium, we all need it.
And he says, we have been using lots of lavender.
Love lavender.
Yeah. Yeah, Textbook Virgo says, my first friend right there. Kenny Johnson, I have my one-on-one tomorrow to learn more about my brain. Good, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that that you're using the resources that, you know, that you can to get the help you need. That's so cool, man. Andrew says, Gifty speaks through you, brother. He's so proud of you. As are all of us. Thank you. Thanks, Bandit. I appreciate that. That's one of my Discord friends. He was friends with Gifty too. Yeah. So I like to advocate for mental health, obviously. That's kind of what I'm about. That's my thing. What would you say you advocate for?
I think I'm big on the mental health train. I think I'm big on the addiction thing, right? Like I like how you can get that dopamine rush from massage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to connect, try to figure out some sort of plan with Provoking Hope or some other, you know, local nonprofit that helps our community with that. There's some caveats, like the person would need to actually be clean. I can't risk somebody's health if they're on hard drugs, right? But if they're trying to be clean, I want to try to offer, you know, 1 or 2 massage. I'm trying to figure out the logistics, but offer massage to be somehow given to people that need it, that are struggling to in their path, right? To get clean, to stay clean.
Yeah. That's so cool, because maybe that, I mean, is that a thing? Like, do people do that? Like has someone like recommended massage as like a substitute for, you know what I mean? Like,
so
like maybe you're on just, you know what I mean? Like,
about how we don't really push the medicine that actually works. Right? So it's up to these little guys
right,
to try to like spread knowledge. Yeah.
That's cool. That's so awesome. If anybody out there knows anything about some resources that she can use to, you know, help further that, like that would
connect.
be.
Let's figure out how to. Yeah, it's a little bit convoluted, right? Because we need to make sure it's healthy for the person to receive massage. Like I said before, it affects all of your body parts. Like if anybody can receive massage outside of, there's one medication that if you've taken within 24 hours that you cannot receive massage for. It affects your cardiovascular system.
even like blood pressure medicine, right? And stuff
Well,
like
so
that.
blood,
Like,
if you're on blood pressure medication, it's fine. But if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure,
okay.
I won't touch you. Not with a
Okay.
10-foot pole. Sorry. Or if you have like, you know, I guess I even recently touched a lady with a broken neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gently.
Which is yeah, it's stressful.
I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool though. So yeah, just yeah, just kind of using massage as a means to make people healthier, make people better is what you would what you
right.
would
I
be
mean, it
advocating
goes, I
for.
mean, we're talking about mental health and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
obviously their body and movement and people, that quality of life, being able to help people's quality of life in that way when there's like issues with the tissues
Mm-hmm.
is just also absolutely amazing and so good for, it makes you happier to feel good when you're not in pain. When you're in pain, it sucks. That
Yeah.
cortisol's up,
Yeah.
right? You want to not be in pain. You want to
Yeah.
bring it down.
Yep. Yeah, it's all about quality of life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about or throw out there? Let the viewers know before we wrap things up. I feel like we could, there's so much to talk about that we could just go on forever, you know.
Yes.
Like I kind of talked about before, I it would be great to have you back again, and talk about a whole other list of
Talk
things.
about gut health.
Yeah, gut health. Gut health is important. I took some greens, like some super greens, like the powder kind of thing, and I felt like an immediate change in my whole body, like, you know, after doing it for a while. So I would love to hear more about gut health for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get massage if you can. I'm trying to figure out how to make it more accessible. I don't know. It's hard to try to save the world.
Yeah. Well, we're doing it one massage and one podcast at a time.
There we go. Little step, baby steps.
Yeah.
One foot in front of the other.
Andrew says, I think it's also education on mental health in general, especially those who are neurodivergent. I wish that overall society could understand us better. And there's so many different things out there that have to do with mental health and with disorders and different things that people just, I feel like as a society we're starting to come around to. But yeah, anytime you can further your knowledge about what you're going through, or, you know, what someone else is going through, please take the opportunity to do so. Kenny says, thanks for valuable info, Josie. You guys are funny. I'm funny. I am funny. My wife tells me I'm funny, but my stepdaughter says that I'm not. So hey, whatever. Rizzles give back in September, donate there. Yeah, make sure if you guys want to be a part of something cool to get at me about the give back that we're having in September. I'll
September
give you
14th.
Yep, I'll give you some more info about that. Other than that, I just want to say thanks to everyone that was here watching and that tapped in on chat. And Josie, thank you for being here. And
Thank you so much, friend.
Yeah, it was great.
Was really nerve-wracking, and then it was a lot better.
Yeah, I get nervous every time. But yeah, it was cool. I think people got a lot of info out of it, and I will definitely have you back again. So
sweet. Thank you everybody.
Yeah,
I hope you learn lots.
Yeah, and yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that thumbs up. It does a lot for the algorithm. And share this with your friends, and we'll see you next time.